Hey guys, Happy here. Just here to make a quick little update video on Pokemon regarding something that's been kind of causing a lot of issues over the last little bit. I've been trying to make this video a couple times now, trying to get like my words clearly out there, but it's just been feeling weird. But now that I think stuff is starting to kind of just die down a little bit, at least most of the information is now fully out there and all the big names have got their voices said, I kind of want to get my opinion out there. I would have preferred to kind of write this down, but I don't really got a big follower base that would read it probably. But anyways, no, I just wanted to say that regarding the National Dex for Pokemon Sword and Shield, we all know about it. Basically, any Pokemon that you bring to Pokemon Home, not all of it can be transferred to Pokemon Sword and Shield, only ones that are going to be in that game. And it's causing people to be super angry. It's no National Dex. They're trying to boycott the thing and blah blah blah. I just want to say that you have a right to be angry. You really do. And there's lots of valid points for being upset over it. But for me, at least, it doesn't bother me a whole lot. When I first heard about it, I was just kind of like scratching my head a little bit, like, why? But anywho, it doesn't bother me all that much, and I have a weird feeling that the people that it does bother are the ones that enter into the series like really late, like in the midst of Pokemon doing like all its baby steps kind of thing, like Pokemon Go and Pokemon Let's Go, that type of thing. That's like all these people that haven't played since Generation 1, and now they're being brought back into the series, but oh, now I can't do this or I can't do that. You're taking stuff away from me now. Like, well, that's rude. That's kind of what I feel like the majority of the people being angry are like. That's who the majority of people are being angry about. For me though, for a long time running fan, it doesn't bother me because it's a brand new adventure. I played Pokemon up until Generation 5 without the GTS, so I had no means of like having just absolute cheat purposes of having Pokemon in there. It's just been whatever. It's been brand new adventures, so it's whatever. The people that should be the most upset by this thing are competitive players, because now they can't set up the teams that they've been using for X amount of years. But that kind of goes back to my original point of like, it's a brand new time, it's a brand new adventure. Let's see something different. And I mean, they haven't really confirmed if Mega Evolving is going to be in this thing, so Dynamaxing could completely throw this thing on its head. Who knows? But anyways, it's weird because I get it from all sides, but now, especially recently, since Junichi Masuda actually released a statement regarding the whole issue, but it's not really much of a statement, I'll admit. More or less, it's just kind of like, you know, like, we heard what you said, sorry, and just kind of moving on with it. I'll kind of put it up there or something. But no, it's funny that he would post something like that. It really doesn't mean anything. But now people are getting upset. They're like, I've heard that people are sending out death threats and threatening people, and it's just like, guys, really? I'm gonna take that thing away now. I'm gonna center myself. But no, it's not necessary. Okay, having the National Dex. Having the National Dex is not going to be necessary. And I know that some people were kind of sucked in by the honeyed words of them saying like, oh, you could bring in this Pokemon from this game from like Generation 3 and have them all the way up here. I know they were taken in from that, but what are you really gonna do with just the most random of Pokemon that you've taken along the way? And for those that want to use some Pokemon from way back when, why don't you want to start a new adventure? Why are you having something brand new? It'll kind of suck once you've taken in the first time and then kind of want to mess around that you can't really do that. But it's a brand new adventure. I'm sure they're going to find means of putting in all these Pokemon into this generation by other methods. He even kind of mentions in that second paragraph on a statement that it doesn't mean that they're not going to be in future games. And could it be in post-release patches? Maybe. They haven't really done a whole lot regarding patches after a game's been released. They mostly just went from one game straight to the next one. The biggest thing that I could think of was either with X and Y, they had to patch the game heavily because people's games were being deleted when they tried to save Lumios, which I thought was nuts. Never happened to me, thank God. But other than that, there's Sun and Moon in that like festival area. I can't remember what it's called, but the place that Sophocles hangs out in. Like, they set up missions in there for people to kind of like group up to try to do, except that I kept checking Cerebi every now and again and seeing that everyone failed it because no one really partook in the missions. They just kind of did their own thing. So, but anyways, it could be post-release patches put in all these Pokemon that aren't present, but anywho, it's nothing to be upset over, especially by the ones that are trying to boycott the game. You guys are going a little much over it. There's some arguments about like, oh, Pokemon's doing yearly releases. Well, look at all the other games that have been doing yearly releases. They all suck. And, well, you kind of have a point, but Pokemon's been consistently good for its yearly releases, whereas stuff like the best one I saw was Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed's been bad since Assassin's Creed 2 in my opinion, and some people like to think Black Flags was good. Well, that's been like one game in the middle of a bunch of really bad, to be honest. But anywho, that's just my thoughts on it. Yeah, I feel a little better about this one. There's no reason to be upset over this thing. I will let you know when it gets really bad, because they almost did with Generation 6. And they almost did with Generation 3. But Generation 3 was like, geez, a long time ago. No, Pokemon has still been doing alright. I might still sound like a fanboy for saying that, but it's whatever. If you can't live with the National Dex, keep playing Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon never even had a National Dex either. You could just bring Pokemon over to it, but I knew that's kind of a counter argument against myself. But anyways, that's my thoughts. Oh well. But wait, there's more. No, I wasn't sure when to kind of incorporate this, so I figured I'd make like a short Pokemon video and then kind of have like my update after it. But anyways, it's important to note that for the few of you that have been consistently watching my videos, which I appreciate, thank you, you notice that there's been a little bit of an uptick in the amount of videos I publish, at least since like the end of May up until now, and that's because I got a new job. The old job was awful. It was sucking the life out of me, but more to the point, I was there all the time. I didn't like the job for a long time, and it was just kind of like dragging me down. That's kind of why I never had the energy to kind of make a video, and I know that kind of sounds like a first world problem of all things, but like I would get home and I would just want to de-stress by playing games, not by making videos, which kind of sucks because I know I want to enjoy this as a hobby, but it does take a little bit of effort because I'm still not like the best at producing it. I'm getting a lot better. I'm understanding all my software is a lot better and all this stuff, though, and I'll get to that point here in a second. It could be improved. But with this new job now, I'm making basically the same amount of hours, but slightly less pay, though that should be getting fixed here in a little bit. But anyways, no, and I'm getting basically the same amount of hours, but I get more consistent days off, and that's really important for me. I like my days off. I like to feel like I can recuperate for 24 hours type of thing. I'm weird, I know, but anyways, it offers me the opportunity to actually want to sit down and make some videos, and I've been enjoying it, and that's why June, since like the end of May to June, has been like 7 or so videos. Some of them have been reactionary, yes, but I wouldn't have even done that with the other job, at least not very often. So it's been great. I've been enjoying it, and I've got lots of scripts ready to go for new reviews and all this stuff coming up. So for those of you long running, like, it's great. I'm happy that you guys get to see more of what I kind of offer in terms of stuff. But anyways, my next point I wanted to make is that with my uptick in videos, I'm kind of trying to do what I can behind the scenes. I know my videos haven't been like the best in terms of quality of my hardware, I suppose. I feel like my videos have been kind of grainy or whatever, and other things can get improved. My point being is that, like, you know, I try to tell people, like, you know, oh, leave comments on the subject at hand. I love to hear what people have to say on the stuff that I'm producing, because I love to interact with people. But not just on that. From here on, like, you know, if people have got decent critiques on different things on how to improve on my videos in terms of like video quality or this and that, I would kind of greatly appreciate it a little bit. It doesn't have to be much. It just has to be like, you know, can you do this or can you do that? It'll help, or whatever. Anything will help, because I'm still not like the best computer techie ever. I'm still fairly fresh to this whole thing compared to a lot of other people. I've really only been using computers heavily for like a year-ish, a little over a year now. I would use them like off and on at like school or other things like that, but I never really had a computer all the way through growing up, so I'm still fairly fresh to this, and any advice is good advice, and I can take bad critiques as well. It's whatever. So that's important. My other point to make is that with this job, I can now, to an extent, I'll get to a point here in a second, but I can actually start to incorporate maybe some streaming again. I've been wanting to do it before, but I always found it kind of hard because I could never get a consistent day down. And especially with like what I said, like I'd come home and all I want to do is just kind of sit and play video games, not have to really think about it. And that's kind of goes into Twitch streaming, because I feel like I would just kind of sit there and just play games, and I feel so drowned out. And my friend was helping me kind of give me feedback, and he was noting that I wasn't talking a whole lot, and it might still happen, but I'm looking to improve on that. And I'm hoping that with the fact that I can have just a designated day, that I can now actually start a scheduling up for streaming. What am I going to stream? Well, today's June 30th. I'm going to start on Sundays basically for now. Just streaming basically games that I'm going to be probably looking to review in the future, just to kind of help with keeping up with my catalog of like actually produced videos. But I'm looking to do games that I'll be doing in the future, or other stuff like Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers just came out, so I'll probably be playing a bit of that. I did do a little bit before of that, and I felt kind of pretty good about the way the video came out. I did X Death on Extreme. But anyways, no, that kind of goes back to my previous point. Like, I'm looking to Twitch stream, but you know, I'd love for people to come, even just to hang out. That'd be awesome. But if you could just come, watch for a couple minutes, if you see something that I think I can improve on, let me know. It's kind of harder for me. I only got one monitor. I'm trying to focus on my TV, so it'd be great if people could just come and, you know, someone smarter than me, give me some help or whatever. But yeah, so today is June 30th. I will be probably setting up my Twitch stream pretty much right after I get this video uploaded. But yeah, it'll be mostly, like I said, mostly stuff that I'll be recording for future reviews, random stuff. Game's done quick, just got finished, so I'm kind of in a speedrunny, hypey mood, and I'd like to learn a game, but I'm not sure what yet. So even if you can come along and give me inspiration there, that'd be nice. But anyways, that's what I'm going to be looking to do Twitch streaming on Sundays. That being said, there is an event coming up fairly soon in my town that my work is kind of be catering to, at least. So that kind of like, I'm ruining the schedule already. So that Sunday I probably won't be streaming, but I'll let you know then. But that's my hope, is to at least make most Sundays a streaming day, because it's so far that's kind of been what it's been feeling like. So yeah, to recap, thanks for watching my videos, and you're going to start seeing more. I would appreciate it if you guys can like spread the word a little bit, because hopefully things will get better, and I'd love to get some advice from people that could probably offer it to me a little bit better. I don't know, that's weird, but anyways. And Twitch streaming Sundays, start time not fully in stone yet, but I'm looking to fix that. Anyways, yeah, just wanted to get that out there. So thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, I will see you all later.